everybody. Welcome to another episode of Who Invited Her. We are San Diego's LGBTQ pop culture podcast. I am your host, Tony, and the boys are off this week, everybody. They are at Cross here in San Diego, which is a big music festival, so they're doing a bunch of drugs and getting stupid all weekend. So I invited some reinforcements in this week to join me for the hour, which I'm very excited, because first off, this girl I've been trying to get on the show for a while, so I'm so excited that she's going to be joining me for the whole hour. But if you're in San Diego, you know both of these, especially part of the Moses universe. You've seen them. They're always there. Jazmyn and Quinn are here today. Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Tony.
Hey.
Tony Macaroni. Thanks for having us, Tony.
Well, you're absolutely welcome. So, Jazmyn, you're part of the House of Glam here in San Diego, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And Quinn also is.
Both of you are.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Wait,
Yeah.
Quinn, you do drag too, don't you?
I do drag, yes.
What's your drag name?
Quinn.
Quinn.
Oh, have I seen you in drag? I feel like I haven't seen you
I
in drag.
don't know. Maybe.
You probably have, but the difference is so.
Or I was like,
yeah,
I don't.
you probably wouldn't recognize her.
Probably. So wait. So you just kept your real name as your drag name?
My real name is actually Sam.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's Samuel
Sam
Christopher Bledsoe
okay.
II, but I go by
Wait,
Quinn.
back up. What is it?
It's Samuel Christopher Bledsoe II.
That is like a Marvel villain waiting
It
to
is.
happen.
My boss told me, he came up to me, he's like, you have a waspy name. And
You
I was
do.
like, what does that mean? And I looked it up. I'm like, oh, he called me a racist. It does
Well,
sound like
no,
that, though. It is like, that's a
That's like a Batman. Where's
Yeah.
your mansion?
Yeah.
I live in a cave. Have a secret
yeah. I go
identity.
from Batman villain to like Batman, like Catwoman Quinn.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. What
Quinn's
is your
good.
drag aesthetic? Like, for anybody who hasn't seen you in drag or know your performance style,
I
how
will
would
break
you describe it?
I'll break it down in two things. So I'll say that like the aesthetic is very like vintage. I love like Marilyn, Anna Nicole Smith, kind of like the play off of that like bombshell beauty.
Oh,
And I love that silhouette, that 50 silhouette.
Yeah.
But as far as the character goes, I like to say that Quinn is an irreverent housewife sipping tequila out of a teacup.
It's very
I love
Quinn,
that. Put
yes.
that on a shirt. please.
Yeah,
Put that on a shirt.
I would do it, but Miriam is Miriam T, so she's got the teacup thing.
That's
so
true.
we
She
gotta.
probably has
Bitch.
a copper
Yeah,
too.
we gotta kill her first.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She made a pact with the man downstairs. She ain't gonna die.
I know. Yeah,
What
she
about
would-
you, Jazmyn? You do drag too.
I do drag.
Yeah.
Yes.
But would you? Okay, so you are a woman.
yes, I am.
So everybody knows.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. How do you identify?
I identify as a gay boy. Well, I always say my heart and my liver are that of a gay man. So
Yeah.
I
Say yeah.
can definitely drink with the best of the homosexuals. I was having a talk with Grotesca
Yeah.
about how I identify.
Friend of the show. She's been on. I love having
Yeah, and
her on.
Grotesca is also
Yeah.
a glam as well. So
Yeah.
this is Miss Tesca Glam.
Yeah.
And I never really felt 100% comfortable saying, when people ask me, oh, are you like just a straight girl? Or because my life is queer. I
Yeah.
live a very queer life, or a very unique life. And so when I would say, yeah, I'm just a straight girl, it felt uncomfortable. Or it felt like, am I just a straight girl? So Grotesca had brought it up to me. I was like, have you ever thought about maybe you're non-binary?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, you know what? Like, that feels a little bit better. So I recently just started identifying as that.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So before then, you just would identify as a cis woman.
Yeah.
And then non-binary felt more.
Yeah, it felt more like me.
authentic.
Exactly.
Okay. And so your first of all, your Insta. Every time I see you out, you look like you look amazing. Your makeup is always.
So you haven't seen me walking my dogs at midnight?
No, I have not. Maybe I haven't. I'm just like,
And
who the hell is that?
You probably thought it was Mary, that homeless woman on University.
Miriam T. Yes. Out of drag. Yes.
I knew
Yeah.
it. That's where that's the resemblance. Mary is Miriam T.
You're Miriam
Yeah,
T.
Miriam T. It
No.
all makes sense now.
So how would you describe your drag, Jazmyn?
I don't know. Well, I just started performing recently,
Yeah.
but I feel like I've always I guess kind of dressed up or been a very flamboyant female. So like this is like my daily wear, but I still also translate it into drag. So I guess technically I'm like a full-time drag queen because
Take it off.
Yeah, I really don't.
Okay.
I don't know if I really have an aesthetic yet, and I still kind of like finding myself as far as like performance.
Your makeup skills are crazy, though.
Thank you.
They really
Thank
are.
you.
Everybody go. What is your Insta so they can go look it up?
It's It's just at Jazmyn Glam.
And you, Quinn?
At Royal Harlequin.
Oh, now I recognize you in
Yeah.
drag because I follow your Insta. And I'm
Yeah.
okay. totally just put it all together.
Ding.
Because I think I've only seen you on Insta, but in drag, I don't think I've seen you out of drag.
Out of drag? Oh, as a boy.
Yeah. So that's what's throwing me up. Okay.
Have you seen me like in life as a drag queen?
No, only Insta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think I found your Insta on Jazmyn.
Probably through mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, who is this new queen popping up in San Diego?
She's not even new. She's been here for 7 years.
How long have you been doing drag?
Right?
I've been doing drag for 7 years, but
New to me.
I live in East County. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Santee, Clanty,
Alpine. Yeah.
Oh,
Hellpine. I just made that up right now.
Oh, look at you. Look at her. She came with jokes.
I think Alpine is like the gem of East County. Like it is the nicer area. I mean, I've
grew
lived
up out
there.
there.
I've lived there forever.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to move soon, but I produce a drag show out there, and it's been like
Wait, where out there?
it's amazing. So there's this bar. It's called Casino Inn. It's like a
Okay.
60-year-old bar. It's huge. It's actually about the size of Moe's. It's a very big facility, and my managers came to my show down at Number One on 5th for demo, and they watched it and they loved it, and they're like, "Why don't you just do a show here?" And I'm like, "Are you trying to kill me?" And then the show, it did so good. Like the first one, we had over 200 people come out. Most of them for
were they-
Alpine.
Yeah.
Really?
I
Yeah.
performed in 2 of the shows at Alpine.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
you telling me about the show. And I'm like, you guys are all the way out there. There's drag all the way in Alpine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just wear bulletproof vests.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
And
little
behind
hard to-
Bulletproof,
Yeah,
you're like at a
it's-
bank. You're at a
Yeah,
bank.
it's cute.
So that's been the third show I produced in East County. I've done one in El Cajon. That one, it got canceled. We cut that one. It just wasn't really working out.
Where
And
in
then
El Cajon? I'm curious.
the
'cause I go-
Grand.
Oh, I know the Grand.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was a fun show, but it wasn't really like in the owner's best interest, and it wasn't really the best setup. So, things happen, it goes out, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I just did a show in Pine Valley. That one we might continue. There's a historic building called the Pine Valley House. It's going to be 100 years old this year. And we do like a burlesque cabaret there.
Wow.
And it was stunning. Yeah. Like the only thing though is like when I pulled up, they're like, "We have protesters." And I was like, "What are they protesting?" They're like, "The drag." I'm like, "I'm the only drag queen."
They were protesting you.
Yeah.
I would have been like, I am taking this very personally. It's an attack on me.
I did. Yeah.
Oh my God. So are you from San Diego originally, both of you?
I am.
Oh, you are? Me
Yeah.
too. Native.
Yeah.
Very few of us.
That is, yeah. There's none.
Where did you go to school? East County?
I did go to East County. So I was born in El Cajon, and then I went to school I was actually homeschooled.
Oh,
And
you're
then
one of those
I'm one of
kids.
those kids.
Oh,
yeah. My mom is
weirdo.
always just like, "Why are you so weird?" And I'm like, "Mom,
Because you homeschool me.
because you homeschooled
You
me."
did, mother.
And we were raised Catholic homeschoolers, and like
Oh, God.
Satan touched me with a little bit of queerness. So that's it.
Where did you go? So you were homeschooled through high school?
Well, so I was homeschooled through so like my first grades, junior high, middle school, all that. And then like when I got to high school, it was like half on, half off.
Okay.
And then I completed all my units for junior year. So for senior year, all I did was take an elective because I was like basically done.
Wow.
So yeah.
I went to Grossmont. I would like.
I
grew up
wanted
out
to
there.
go to Grossmont.
Yeah.
I like Grossmont.
Yeah, it was a
Nice theater
an interesting
program.
School. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. They have a really good theater program
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Are you from Jazmyn? Are you?
I'm
from
not from
Where
San
are you
Diego.
from?
I'm from LA originally, and I moved here to
LA
San
girl.
Diego 4 years ago. So I've
Okay.
actually only been around for 4 years.
Really? It feels like
Yeah.
you've been here forever.
I know. I was making up for lost time.
Wait, why did you come down to San Diego for work
So-
or what?
No, I grew up in LA from the time I was born until I was about 16
Yeah.
years old, and my family moved up towards like the Victorville area, and I was living out there until I graduated high school. I did 2 years up there, 2 years in LA, 2 years up there of high school, and then I moved back down to LA after high school, then moved back up there to the high desert, and then I started going to like festivals and like raves and all that stuff.
The
And
raves.
I was camping at Beyond Wonderland over at Glen Helen, and
Yeah.
I seen a rainbow flag, and I was like, my people. So I went over and I talked to some of the boys, and they happened to be from Hillcrest.
Oh,
and they were
okay.
like, and I was like in a wig and like glitter and everything. And they're like, have you ever been to Hillcrest before? I was like, no, actually I haven't. They're like, you should come to San Diego and see us. So I was like, yeah, okay, like, I'll come down. So I started coming down and visiting every so often,
Yeah.
and I loved it.
Yeah.
And
How can you not? I mean, San Diego's the
and
best
I
weather.
I loved Hillcrest, and I was like, I want to live here. So they were like,
Yeah.
I just started applying at different places, and I applied at the job that I'm currently at.
Okay.
And I literally applied on a Monday. Tuesday they called me for an interview. I came down here to San Diego Wednesday. Thursday, they wanted to do another interview, and then Friday they gave me the job. So I had 2 weeks to quit my job of 7 years.
Wow.
Up in the high desert, and
the rest is history.
I just texted all the boys, and I was like, hey, does anybody want to adopt me for a little bit until I can get on my feet in San Diego? And then that's how I ended up here.
Wow, that's awesome. So this is the part of conversation I'm interested in because so Quinn, do you identify as a gay man, binary? What is your story?
I guess gay man. I mean, I'm not like super set on anything. I've always been like very queer. Like that's one thing I can very much say so. Like as far as like my dating preference goes, like I like gay men and gay boys. So that's why I love Jazmyn. She's a gay boy.
I'm a gay man.
See, this is what's interesting to me, everybody out there. You guys are in a relationship.
Yes, we are.
So explain this to me. Explain it for everybody because I'm sure everybody and their mother's going to have questions about this.
My mother especially.
And first of all, let's start with Jazmyn because you're married.
I am married to another homosexual.
Yes. So wait, let's start there.
Who is also our...
I want to get into this.
Yeah. Okay, so I am married to Jason, also known as Jax.
Who I've met and who does drag
Jax,
too, right?
who also does drag and is also in the House of Glam. So she's also our sister.
Yeah.
She just won a
she won a
ball last night.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Denim
really?
on Denim, yeah.
Denim on Denim for Strawberry's Ball,
Wow. Strawberry's Ball, that's right. Strawberry Corn Cake who's been on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, you guys are legally married.
So Jason, Jax, and I are legally married for almost 4 years now.
Wow.
When I moved down to San Diego. So moving down here, obviously I don't have any family, don't really have anybody like a support system here. So Jason was really that for me, and I know like a lot of times people don't really acknowledge our marriage as like a marriage, but we do still.
Yeah.
Because Jason has done probably more for me than anybody in my life ever has. Like he's such an amazing person.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have somebody there like for legally and just like emotionally and stuff.
Support.
That's always absolutely. Yeah. So I know if anything ever happens to me, if anything,
So how would you describe your marriage? Is it more companionship?
It's more companionship. So it's called mixed orientation marriage. So we have different sexual orientations. I think an older word for it is called lavender marriage.
I know lavender marriage because there was a documentary about it.
Yeah, so it's similar to that where our relationship is based off of our emotions for each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Jason also does identify as a gay man. Very gay and single. Well, married but single.
Wait,
married but single. Yeah.
Wow. So the marriage is more of a support system. Like you literally build your own family.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is incredible. I love that. Mm-hmm. And then how does Quinn fit into the equation?
So when Jason and I got married, we did agree that we would be able to still date. Obviously, like Jason's a gay man, like he still likes boys. Yeah. As do I. But I just didn't anticipate that the next person that I would fall in love would be another
gay man.
Drag queen. yeah. Well, Quinn and I, so Glitz added her into the House of Glam.
Yeah.
It was during like quarantine. Mm-hmm. So I had seen her one time on an online digital show, and I had asked the person who produced that show, who is that? Because she was so beautiful.
Yeah. And
they told me, oh, that's Quinn. And then I followed her on social media. 2 weeks later, Gigi added her into the House of Glam. We didn't really get to spend time together because it was during quarantine. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And once everything started opening up a little bit, like just a few months ago, she was like, sister, like we should hang out and like spend time together. And then we did. And I texted her like the second time we hang out, and I was like, I love you. Like, I don't know if this is weird, but like I have like so much like strong emotions, strong feelings for you. And she's like, me too. And then I don't know how this happened, but it happened.
It was like, and it's weird because like Jazmyn's been here a long time. Yeah. And I've been here like a long time. Of course, I do live in East County. One of my jobs in East County. So I'm always all over the place. But we never like ran into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Really? There was probably only 2 times like I've ever seen her. Like I saw her one time bringing Gigi all this drag stuff. And I'm like, is that one of San Diego's designers or something? Like they have the best style. They look so fabulous. And when we were in quarantine, we were all like looking at like the different videos and stuff being posted. So that was kind of one of the first times I saw Jazmyn too, and Jax. And then, we all got into the house together. And then the first thing Jazmyn said to me was like, can I touch your hair?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
In drag or out of drag?
Out of drag.
Oh, okay.
I was doing Miriam's tea party, and like her hair was just like flipping. I was like, I'm gonna ask Quinn if I can touch their hair. And I was like, I just went up to her. I was like, can I touch your hair? And that's like literally the first thing I ever said to her in person.
How bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does this relationship work?
In what manner? What do you mean?
As far as a relationship, take away the sex, like a relationship.
So we
is
go
it
on
an
like
open relationship? Do you guys like act like a couple, or is it more of a best friends? How do you define?
I feel like it's more of a couple.
it's like more of a couple. Like we definitely we go on dates. We just went strawberry. Well, we were going to go strawberry picking in Carlsbad, but we missed.
The season's
missed
over.
the season.
Just so you guys know out there.
Yeah, there's no more
sad.
strawberries. We did get the last 2 baskets.
did?
Yeah.
We did get them, but we didn't get to pick them. Wow. And then we went to Birch Aquarium, and it was really beautiful.
So you guys go on like
Yeah,
that
we
is
go on
so
dates.
fucking cute.
We go on dates.
That's so cute.
We went to LA a few weeks ago, and then we went to LA again. We went Santee Alley shopping.
Oh, that's
so
fun.
yeah, like we go on dates. We watch movies together. She just showed me what movie was it? Whatever happened to Baby Jane.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane.
You've never watched it.
I
No,
haven't.
she's
I'm
never
actually
watched
I'm a really bad gay. This is why I need
You know what
Jazmyn
else
in my
I showed
life.
her?
I'm
I
a
showed
movie
her.
junkie.
Oh
Like,
my
I have
God.
another
I loved it.
podcast
It was
that's all
so
movies.
good.
So.
Quinn needs Tu Wong Fu. She's never seen.
Yo, what? Huh?
No, I
What's
just
wrong
I
with you?
just, Oh wait, no wait.
That's the one I showed you. That's the other
Oh
one.
yeah, I just saw Tu Wong Fu.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
I'm not gonna watch
Nope.
that one next. I keep hearing about that one. So, but
It's
so
good.
like I resonated with Tu Wong Fu because that's what I'm doing in Alpine. I'm
Yeah.
Tu Wong Fuing them.
You're too long.
Yeah, they love it.
You are. It's
Yeah.
Alpine.
She's
Jesus
actually changing
Christ.
her drag name to Wong Fu.
Wong Fu.
Oh, that would be
Quinn Wong
amazing.
Fu. That
Yeah.
sounds like a good
Oh, I
dish.
don't think you should do that.
You should do
You already
like
said you had a
Ali
racist name.
Pines or like
Ali Pines.
Ala Cajon or.
that'd be cute.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys the questions that I'm sure everybody at home is going to be wondering. When it comes down to sex, how do you handle that? First, let's Jazmyn, you and your marriage.
Yeah.
How does that work? You guys just sex with other people? Sex isn't
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of the arrangement?
It's not part of the arrangement with
Okay.
Jax and I. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
and you
he's-
go get it on the side.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's a side.
So you guys have a sexual relationship.
We just had a pregnancy scare, as a matter of fact.
Shut the
yeah.
fuck
Well,
up.
should we
Did
talk
you
about that on
really?
here?
Do you want to?
You're gonna be mad.
Yeah. Glitz is gonna get. She's
Ooh.
Glitz is gonna get so upset. She's like, I don't want any grandchildren.
She probably does.
Glitz,
She doesn't.
Glitz
So old.
Glamma.
Glitz Glamma.
So you a real pregnancy scare.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Oh God, I
But-
couldn't imagine. Thank God I can't have kids.
Well,
I'd have
we
a
talked about it, and
litter.
we're like, if this is what's gonna happen, then we're just gonna leave the baby with BB gun at the door of riches.
There are so many jokes that I'm not gonna go.
We have like a list of drag queens that could babysit.
Yeah, don't give it to Miriam. That would be the last one on the list.
the littlest thistle twat.
Yeah.
The littlest
So
thistle
you
twat,
guys
yeah.
have a sexual relationship. Do you have a sexual? Do you have sex with men outside of the relationship?
Since COVID, not as much.
Well, no,
been,
it's COVID.
Yeah, it's been rough. I mean, I'm demisexual.
Wait,
so,
explain to people who may not know what demisexual is.
So demisexual is you do not develop you don't have specifically sexual feelings or sometimes romantic feelings for people unless you get to know them. So when I'm like walking around and like going out in the world, I don't see people and have a sexual attraction to them.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like when I get to know them, like I can. And sometimes it's crazy because like I'll literally talk to somebody, like I'll go order a pizza and they'll be like, "La, la, la, la," and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so turned on by you.
Really?
Yeah. And then they
That
look
is
like
so
nothing.
weird.
Yeah. So it's just really, it's like a trip. Like,
It's mostly
Yeah.
with pizza.
yeah.
The pizza. The
And
pizza does it.
Yeah,
That's
the
his
pizza.
kink.
The pizza gets my scrambled eggs. Yeah.
Oh, that I just find it fascinating. Like,
Yeah.
I the thing I find fascinating is there are so many architects of relationships of what it needs to be, according to society, what we see in media, what we see in TV, all of that, and like your guys' relationship and how you handle yourself as a woman in the gay community. I think it's like great. It shows other people there are other options. You don't have to stick to the stereotype.
Yeah, yeah. That's definitely what I guess my whole life challenge is.
Yeah.
People are so confused by me. It's ridiculous.
see that.
People don't know what kind. Like, are you married? Are you in a relationship? Are you a man? Or like people a lot of times like because of the company I keep, they think I'm either trans.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've gotten that a
Okay.
lot. Like there's literally people on the internet who like like those trolls and stuff
Yeah.
who literally will.
I know who you are.
Yeah,
we see you.
They're listening right now.
I know. Turn it off. We don't want you to listen. No, I'm
Actually,
kidding.
no, give it. We
I
want
know,
to
give
listen.
up.
That's fine. Yeah, I've had like this one girl one time was like she was commenting something, and she's like, "Well, I can tell that you're a man," and I was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Okay," I was like, she's like, "You think that you're a woman by the way you dress, but you'll never bleed like a woman." I was like, "I'm actually on my menstrual cycle right now." She's like, "Sure you are." Like she literally
shut up. Are you
serious?
serious?
Like, the more I pushed back, she was like, "You're a man, I can tell." I'm like, "Yeah." But it's fine. Then I then like
stupid.
And like she like sent me like
Quinn's face is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she sent me like voice
rude.
messages on Facebook, and then we turned them into like a little like remix.
Oh God!
Yeah,
That's
it's on my
perfect.
Instagram. It's so cute. I might perform it one day.
You should. You should.
You should have thrown a tampon at her.
You
A
should.
used tampon.
I used one.
So I know people are gonna have questions for Quinn because you identify as a gay man, but you have sex with a woman.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird. So like statistically, I've always dated gay men
Yeah.
and Latinos.
Yeah.
So
That was it,
Jazmyn
yeah.
is, I think of Jazmyn as a gay boy, and she's a Latino, so it's
I
like right
would
up my
kn-
alley.
Yeah.
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 So it's kind of like the perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
It's just like very like subsequent. I mean, like I always
Yeah.
like find myself in that situation, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it's the first time I've ever dated somebody who is biologically female.
Oh,
So
interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
but I don't know. Like it just was so natural and like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Do you think it comes for both? This is a question for both of you. Do you think that comfort level comes from how more accepting when it comes to sexuality, and how in the last, let's say, 5 years, it's become more norm to not just be gay or straight? There's so many aspects when it comes to sexuality and how
Yeah.
people identify.
Yeah.
Do you think that has helped with your own personal journeys, seeing that it's become more normal than maybe, let's say, 10, 20 years ago?
I think so, and I think also like I've always really liked very like strong women,
Yeah.
but Jazmyn is kind of like not just. I don't know. Like I feel like a lot of times with like strong women, like there's like this like need to like fight for who you are, and Jazmyn just doesn't say no. You know, Jazmyn's like she doesn't have to fight. She just is like she's the boss always.
And how did you develop that? How did that come for you?
I think like I've always kind of had the I want to say I credit a lot of it to my mom. So I like to say that I'm second generation fag hag. So my mom actually,
love that.
my mom grew up in West Hollywood on the streets of Hollywood. So
Okay.
she was raised by drag queens and gay men. So for me, it was just like hearing all her stories about West Hollywood, and like there was this place called Vaseline Alley on Santa Monica Boulevard. Like my mom, you need to have her on this podcast. she has stories. She's like, you guys are nothing compared to us. Like they just have like the craziest stories of, you know, in the 80s in West
Yeah.
Hollywood. So that, you know, hearing all my mom's stories, I naturally gravitated towards that. And I've always been around gay men. My mom is the only other female that I know who is sexually attracted to feminine men like I am.
Wow.
So my
okay.
mom also likes very feminine boys.
That's what I was going to ask you, if there is an attraction to a masculine guy or more of a feminine. And for you, it's
for
more
me.
of
I like feminine boys. Like
What is it about it that attracts you?
You know, I don't really know exactly what it is. I don't know if I feel safer or if I'm just so used to it, because even like from the first time I ever went to a gay club, I was 16 years old. So I've never really went to heterosexual places.
Yeah.
And I do have some heterosexual friends. Contrary to what I believe, I do have some straight
You're
friends.
like, I have like one.
Yeah, like 1.5. Like I don't even one's questioning, but
Aren't they all though?
yeah. So I get anxiety going into straight places. I don't like it. I feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think just with always being around homosexuals my whole life, like that's just where I'm comfortable at.
Yeah. I think that's so
Yeah,
cool.
and I have high testosterone levels too, so I
There
am
you go.
technically a gay man.
So you're you're a dominant top in the gay community.
She's a dom
yeah.
top.
No, you know
Quinn's
what?
like, yeah.
She's a Latino dom top.
That is so hot.
I'm verse because that's like my slogan: "Make Hillcrest verse again."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on some stickers.
Do
Oh, I
it.
love that.
Make
Put
Hillcrest
it every-
verse again. Don't let
Oh my
your
God.
sexual preference keep you from the one you love.
Yeah, it's true. But I do like that it's kind of like you guys kind of show that there are other types of relationships out there, and you make it work for you. And you don't own an explanation to anybody,
Right,
but
right.
I guarantee there is going to be somebody that listens to this that's probably will identify with how you guys feel, and
Yeah.
now can put
I
a
hope
name
so.
to it. You
Yeah.
know
That'd
what I
be
mean?
yeah.
And that's what's
They can call it
great.
a Jazz Quinn relationship.
There you
Quinn.
go.
Jazz Quinn. Yeah, it's a Jazz Quinn.
Are you So do you, Quinn, still get attracted to men? Or are you more feminine men, masculine men? Or is it more of a you connect on a personal level before there is a sexual attraction?
Well, okay, so I feel like I've always had this problem in relationships because I can be very endearing and like people will like get connected to me, and it does take me a little bit longer to like find that connection with them. And I'm just like a very like free loving person generally. So with my ex of 3 years, who's a Latino,
Latinos are crazy.
I love Latinos. Well, because I'm white,
crazy
so
as
like
is.
you know,
Fuck, I'm
I come from
telling you.
vanilla, and I love like adding like that strong like family familiar love.
Yeah.
And when it was with him, because that was my longest relationship of 3 years, and he gave me so much love and so much life that I sort of developed like a sense of, and he also got me into drag too.
Okay.
He got me into drag, and I developed like a sense of myself through that. So, yeah. What was the question? I lost my.
That always happens. That always-
We were talking about relationships, sorry,
Yeah.
and then I started talking about my ex.
No, are you attracted to still men, like feminine
okay.
men, masculine men, or is it more of a personal connection instead of a sexual connection? And it doesn't
okay.
matter what how they identify. It's more of if you connect with that person on a, let's say, spiritual level and not just the sexual level. Is that what really does it for you for a relationship?
Yes, like I definitely like want to have like that connection,
Yeah.
like spiritual, emotional, like. You know, sex is fine, whatever. Sex is cool. Everyone wants to have sex here and there, but it's like it happens, it's over. Once it happens and it's over, I'm like, let's go to Taco Bell.
She loves Taco Bell.
I love Taco Bell.
Thank God you're not doing it before sex.
I know. Yeah, you gotta get it done afterward. You gotta look skinty.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be ready. So I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess I don't really necessarily have like a type as far as people's disposition goes. My ex was kind of feminine, but he would like have like sort of like elements of like that Latino machismo.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like that wasn't really what I was attracted to in him. It was more so just like his queerness, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm just like naturally very like a weirdo. Like before I was like queer, my family thought I was like evil or something.
Well, you do have a villain name. So.
I do. I should have brought like my artwork in. Like I could show you
know.
when I was like 5 years old, like the things I was drawing. Like,
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just
Is
like a
his
very
family
weird person.
dead?
I know. X's over the eye.
Yeah,
All that
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah, like I was a Barbie doll dismantler and rearranging them with Play-Doh and
Okay.
yeah, twigs
I know
sticking
your
out of their
type.
arm. Yeah, but like they were cute. You know what? Like my drag aesthetic is strong. It was then too. So
It was that too.
they
There
were
you go.
fierce.
See, I'm recently single after 12 years.
Oh,
shoot.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
shoot.
I should probably tell. I don't know if I should tell this.
You should
story.
tell
It's
them.
so
Come on,
embarrassing.
Hey, Tony,
tell them.
hey,
Hey,
Tony,
Tony Bologna Macaroni.
Tony
Okay,
Bologna
so-
oh, that's so annoying. I do. No matter where I'm at in Hillcrest, I can
I
see
know.
you from like across
I love
the
it.
bar.
I love it.
And I'm like, hey,
Tony.
remember when I was like go-going at
Yes.
Rich's? I'm like in the middle of like dancing and go-going, and I see him, and I'm like, hey, Tony, in the middle of like dancing on the Rich's stage.
So I'm recently single after 12 years. I'm so out of practice. Just so out of practice. And everybody, all of our listeners, Robbie's doing great. He used to produce the show. He's in Michigan, bought a house. He'll be coming back to San Diego, so hopefully he's going to jump on an episode.
So you guys are friends still?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
After 12 years, you
That's
can't
nice.
just... Yeah, it was very like, you unhappy? Yeah. You unhappy? Yeah. Should go our own ways? Yeah. And it was very much that. But anyways, so this is so embarrassing. So I always go to the Starbucks here in Hillcrest. And there is this guy that always goes there who we small talk. I thought he was straight. Here I go the other morning after binging Physical on Apple TV. If you guys have not watched it, it's great. It's about the 80s aerobics, like jazzercise thing. So I was binging it the night before and in the morning. And so I go to Starbucks, not awake, half asleep, and I'm wearing my Susie and the Banshee shirt. And the guy comes up and we're like just shooting the shit, whatever. And in my head, I'm just like halfway in the conversation, halfway not. And he goes, hey, I want to take you out for drinks later in a couple hours.
Wow.
And I panicked. And I said, I can't. I have a step aerobics class.
Step aerobics.
Did you do an example too?
I heard it coming out of my mouth. I'm like, this isn't funny. This is scary.
no.
And he looked at me and he's like, And I just went, and I walked.
Oh my gosh! Dude, you forgot. You didn't even get your drink, huh? You
No!
just left your drink there.
I was so mortified, and of course I called one of my friends or text him, and he was like, "What the fuck are you, Jane Fonda? Why did you say?"
Yeah.
When was this?
This is like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, shoot.
I was and like I went to Starbucks today for the first time since then. I was like, please God, don't let him be
And he
there.
was like, "So how was step aerobics?"
This is what my fear is. He's gonna tell his friends in Hillcrest, I want to be known as a step aerobics guy.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
okay. You should do a segment on this podcast.
I know.
Step aerobics.
Step aerobics.
Yeah.
This is the sound of step aerobics.
I know.
Physical. Yeah. Come on, Tony.
Oh God! But on that note, we are going to take a quick break, refill drinks, and we will be right back, you guys. On Who Invited Her, we're not all about the boys. Ladies, we got you covered too. Hers is a health and wellness brand that helps women take the stress out of taking care of themselves. Women juggle a million things, and booking appointments, sitting in waiting rooms, and waiting in pharmacy lines are at the bottom of that list. Hers offers access to high-quality medical care and products from acne to female hair loss to birth control and more. They will connect you to FDA-approved treatments backed by science. See results where other treatments fall short. Ever want to go to the dermatologist but stressed about figuring it out? Hers provides access to customizable prescription skincare from the comfort of your own sofa without the hassle of going to a dermatologist's office. Hers is customized acne care powered by doctors. Hers offers a customizable prescription strength cream that, if appropriate, can be prescribed based on your skincare needs. Better yet, visit our website right now and get a 90-day money-back guarantee. Try the products as directed by the provider for 90 days, and you can get your money back for any reason. Plus, right now, you can try these products out for only $10 a month the first 2 months. Try hers today by starting out with a free online visit. Go to whoinvitedher.net/hers. That's HERS for your free visit. Prescription products are subject to medical provider approval and require an online consultation with a medical provider who will determine if the prescription is appropriate for you. See website for full details and safety information. That's whoinvitedher.net/hers. HERS. Hey everybody, we are back. We have refilled drinks and we're ready to go. So during break, I found out Quinn is a big nerd, science nerd. He was trying to explain, what is it? Thread?
Oh, we were talking about string theory.
String theory.
Yeah, I love
Sewing theory?
science.
Is it sewing? Is there needles involved? A pattern? I can do a pattern. I know how to do a pattern.
That's more than I can do.
Okay, wait. Break down the string theory.
Oh gosh,
In
I'm on the
layman's
spot.
terms. Come on.
So
you
it's
can
like,
do it.
okay, so if
This
you have,
this is our science section of
Oh,
the
gosh.
show, everybody. Since Robbie's not here, Quinn's gonna do It's Science.
Yeah.
So
It's
go ahead.
science.
Quinn, the science
I just want to
guy.
say for the
I
sake
quit,
of
I quit.
disclaimer, if I say something that's incorrect, this is
Leave it in the comments, or
Yeah.
you can email your hate mail to Quinn at. No, I'm kidding. I'm
yeah,
totally
my
kidding.
email is oh god. So it's like so it's really interesting because if you have a particle in one part of the universe, that particle is also representative in another part of the universe. So you can sort of get quantifiable data based on what one particle is doing because it's also doing something similar in another one. And it can exceed the potential of light, which in the universe, light is a factor that you can't really like go beyond. Like we cannot travel beyond the speed of light. So it's kind of like this cute little loophole. And that's what we were talking about. It's very sciencey.
It's very science.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. Oh.
it's a good thing you're pretty.
Wow.
I want to take that board and like play with all the sounds.
I know.
there's
I
a
just,
lot.
I me too. I
Here,
love press all
I
the buttons too.
love. This is. Wait, I'm trying.
What's Game Bell?
Oh, it's when we play our game. You get it wrong.
Oh, no.
You get it right.
Oh, I like that one.
I am going to kick your ass.
Will you? Will you please?
Oh,
Fight
I
me.
love this. Is the one I play for my brother. I always do that for my brother because he is. Anyway,
I like that
we
one.
are
Don't
going to
you have a
play a
twin
game.
brother?
Yeah, identical.
Yeah.
Twin. Yeah, he's in New
Mhm.
York now. Yeah.
Wow, is he gay?
Yeah, very good.
They say that's actually very common.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've only known one other set of twins who one was gay, one wasn't. And that's it. All of them have
They
either
just haven't
been-
came out.
Could you imagine being the non-gay one?
Oh, God,
Everyone be
your life
like,
would miserable. You're not
Should have eaten them in the womb.
I know. I tried to eat Manny in the womb. But- we are going to play a game, something we haven't done in a while on the show. We are going to do.
oh.
Yes. I'm
Yes,
excited.
everybody, getting to know
Getting to
you.
know
you.
Getting to know.
Do you know what show this is from? Anybody?
Yes. King and I.
Yes,
Yes.
good job,
King
Quinn.
and I love King and I.
I do too.
I have no idea what that is. Is it a musical?
It is. It's a
Oh
beautiful
my God.
musical.
Oh, I'm not. I'm
You're
really-
not that kind of gay.
I'm not that kind of gay.
You're not that
I'm
gay man.
not. I'm not that gay man.
There's
All right.
drama. There's drama in it.
Yeah,
It's really good.
I love King and I. It's a classic. Isn't it Gershwin? No, it's Rogers and Hart. Is it? I don't remember.
yeah.
Anyway, so this, for people who don't know, getting to know you is random questions I have picked from our deck of cards, random questions, and you two have to answer.
So we just
Okay.
like it's like lightning speed, or like, what are we
No,
doing?
I'm going to ask it. Quinn gives his answer, you give yours, or
Okay.
you can answer together.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Ready.
We're just going to get to know you a little. Get to
Okay.
know you a little better.
Getting to know everything about you.
All right, first question. If you could marry a fictional character, who would it be and why?
Jack Dawson
Oh.
from Titanic.
What?
Jack Dawson.
Why Jack Dawson?
Because he's beautiful, and also
Okay.
he died, so I would have to deal with him later on.
Wow. What about you, Quinn?
A fictional character.
Yeah.
Um.
Who would it be? Who would it be?
Oh God, I don't know.
Jasmine was on it. She's like, she
Jasmine-
thought
She was-
about it.
She was ready. I'm trying to think of
She
like.
thought about it.
I mean, okay, so I really loved when I was growing up. You know who I really loved?
Who?
I loved Rupert Everett
From what movie? Wait, Rupert Everett from what movie, though?
from
Was it Best Friend's Wedding?
yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, that's probably who I would want to marry.
Oh,
Yeah, which is weird
cute.
because he's white and British, and I
Yeah.
never
and
done
you
that
like
before.
Latinos.
And
I
love
know that is
Latinos.
so
Wow.
off
Yeah,
your.
so probably him. I'd probably marry him then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. Ready? If humans came with a warning label, what would yours be? What would your warning label be? Think about it. Think about it.
Warning label.
Yeah.
Don't give tequila.
And that's all you've been drinking today is
Yeah.
tequila.
Yeah.
Why do you get crazy on tequila?
I mean, I'm already crazy
She's
as
already
it is.
crazy.
I'm already crazy as it is. I just feel like I always say that like when I'm 40, I'm going to be a full sociopath. So I feel like
I hope
tequila is
so.
just no,
Yeah.
but sociopaths aren't evil. I just want to say that for the record. Sociopaths
Wait,
aren't
what
evil.
is your evil villain name again?
Samuel Christopher Bledsoe II.
I need. Oh wait, do it again. Do it again.
Samuel Christopher Bledsoe II. I'm dead.
I know. What would yours be?
Maybe may cause homosexuality.
That's a good one.
That's a
That's
good
a
one
good
for
one.
you.
That's a
That
good
is a
one,
good
yeah.
one. That is perfect.
I would hope it would though. That shouldn't be a warning. That should be
Yeah,
like a
everything
guarantee.
she touches turns to gay.
Yeah, everything.
The Midas touch.
The Midas
gay.
touch. The gay
Hi,
touch.
gay.
Hi,
Hi,
gay.
gay. I like that. Okay, ready? Next one. When you were a kid, did you have any posters on your wall, and what were they?
I did. I
did?
Yeah. I was in love. I guess I like white boys because I was in love with Jesse McCartney, and I actually have his
Jesse
autograph.
McCartney.
His autograph tattooed on my arm here.
Wait, I don't remember Jesse McCartney.
He
What
was in
name?
he was in a boy band called Dream Street, and then he was also on All My Children, like at the soap opera.
Yes,
he played
now
J.R.
I-
Chandler.
Yes,
The
J.R.
little,
Chandler.
like,
Yeah.
The little
Now I
white boy
remember.
with like he's a
That's
white boy
who
with
was on your wall.
Yes, I love Jesse McCartney.
Who else was like your junior high school crush?
Elvis Presley.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Elvis. Elvis, yeah.
Okay.
Like literally, like Elvis Presley was the best looking man to ever walk this earth, including Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
Who
Jesus.
Who
but...
else are big influences for you, Jazmyn? Like influenced your drag, your art, like just.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I like
Gaga, yeah, I
Lady
see that.
when Gaga came out, it was somebody that I was able to identify with. I think when she came out on Drag Race, she had said something
Yeah.
saying like it was the gay men in my life who made me a better woman.
Yeah.
Which is also the same thing with me, but I love Gaga. Like she's like my number one. Like I would
Wow.
literally give my life for Gaga's mom, so Gaga wouldn't have to feel the pain of losing her
Favorite
mother.
Gaga song?
I would say
Top three.
I would say Just Dance. You and I, and it's hard for me to choose them when people ask me that question. It's like different phases of my life.
Yeah, I like The Cure.
Yeah.
The Cure.
I do like The
That
Cure.
was a
Reminds
good
me of my
song.
best friend Anthony.
I
Yeah.
love
a
that
good
song.
song.
It's a beautiful song, and nobody really knows it. It's like one of
The
her
Cure is
B-sides.
beautiful.
She always does that. She always releases songs that are like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a pretty
Like
song. If you guys don't know,
pre-album
go look it
songs.
Yeah,
up.
I always tell Jason, Jax, I was like, if you ever want to collect on our life insurance,
Yeah.
just buy me meet and greets to Gaga because I will die.
What did
I
you think of
literally-
Star is Born?
I actually was in the filming of that.
You were?
Yeah, so I went to the Greek theater and I
Oh.
was like this close to Gaga and
Did you almost pass out?
I had they made me I was the popcorn girl was my extra. I was like
Oh, wow.
girl, I ate that popcorn so good for Gaga. Like I was like the best popcorn girl you ever seen.
Oh, she was good in that
Yeah,
movie. I can't
yeah.
wait for the new. Is it the
Gucci.
House of Gucci.
Yeah,
The
the
House
House
of
of
Oh
Gucci.
my god.
Did you see the trailer in the
Yeah. I
Oxford?
did.
That's
Oh,
right
We
up
should
her
see it
alley.
together.
We should.
Wanna
it's
come with
gonna
us,
be
Tony?
good. Yeah, I'll go. I cannot wait for that movie.
gonna be so
I
good.
think it's gonna
Stunning.
be
It's gonna be so good.
so good. I cannot wait to see what she does. I think she's a great actress. I think
She
she's
is.
very
She really
underrated.
is.
I think
She's
she's
phenomenal.
phenomenal. What
I
about
think
you?
people don't give her
Huh?
the credit because she's a singer and because they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's definitely what it is.
That's what I totally agree, but I think she's so good on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what about you? Who are you obsessed with? Or what posters on your wall?
So
Did you have
firstly,
any?
posters. I think I had like a lot of random shit because like we'd always go to like the movie theater and steal
Yeah.
like the posters that they had. So like a lot of random free stuff. So the favorite one that I had was like a poster of The Fifth Element with Mila Jovovich
I
on it
love
as
Mila.
Lilu.
Did you know she had an album called Divine Humor or Divine Laughter? She did an album in
Oh
the
my
90s.
god, I'm gonna have to
And
look
it
it
was
up.
all like folk pop. It was
You should do
so
one for a drag number.
amazing. It's an
Okay, I'm
really
gonna listen to it
Divine Comedy. It's called Divine Comedy.
because I love Mila Jovovich.
It is one of the best albums. She only did one, and that was it. And it was so
She's very much that.
good.
She's very
like
much
it's
like
really good.
she's like
Look it up.
OG
I'm
bitch.
very curious to see what you think.
I'm gonna
of
look it up.
Divine
I'm gonna
Comedy
look
is
it
the
up.
name of her album. I used to love Fifth Element. That was such a good movie.
that's like my drag aesthetic. Like when
Yeah.
I'm performing, like I feel like I'm Mila Jovovich in like the opera scene.
yeah,
Like fighting aliens, and then I switch back to like
Multipass.
like I wish I could hit those notes.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
be that blue bitch every day.
Who else? Who else were you obsessed with? Like influenced you? Same question
Influence.
as Jazmyn.
So when I was young, like my family had one boombox and an album of Aqua.
Oh,
So
Aqua!
I love
Barbie
Aqua.
Girl, Halloween,
Yeah, I
all of
love
those.
Aqua.
Oh.
So I listened to like all of the Aqua stuff. They had an album and they released in 2010, and I
it.
love that one as well. And it's just like I don't even want to say it's guilty pleasure because I'm just like this is like
She's proud of it.
prime. Yeah, I love it.
Very
so
proud.
that was like where I started as a kid, but I too also love Gaga. Like
Yeah.
when I was in 8th grade, like I heard Just Dance and I was obsessed.
I remember
and
when that came out.
I've always been obsessed with Gaga. I will say that I didn't love Chromatica. I know that's very controversial.
Oh, this is I don't want to have a fight with you right now,
Yeah,
so let's not
Why
talk
didn't
about
you
get
that.
like
smacked.
it?
No, I don't
Why
want to fight
didn't-
with you.
Why
You're stirring the
didn't you
pot.
like
Let's
it?
stir the
Hey,
pot. Let's
Tony,
stir the
Tony,
pot.
hey,
Let's stir the pot.
Tony, don't be stirring that pot. Don't be busting my balls.
I think that like with Gaga's journey, like I thought that she was gonna come back with like kind of like a second to like art pop, and I was obsessed with art pop. Like it was like my
Okay.
favorite album
Is
ever.
it Fashion on that album?
Fashion.
I'm
I
gonna perform
love
that
that
number. I'm
song.
gonna
I
perform
love
that
that song.
number.
There is a performance of Gaga and RuPaul doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know
Oh
which
my
one
gosh,
I'm talking
yeah,
about?
where
yes,
she's
She's
wearing
in
the brown. The
Yes.
brown.
Oh my god,
So
I
good.
love that.
She
Oh.
looks like a
good.
lampshade,
Yeah.
but a fabulous
Yeah.
lampshade. Yeah,
I love that song.
It
And
is so-
Dope
it's-
is a good song.
And like
off that
Rue's
album.
doing like the bare minimum.
Rue's Rue's was like, you paid me for 15 minutes. I'm giving you 10.
Yeah, yeah,
10. God.
Yeah.
Like she's like, no, I'm just gonna stand here.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think
That
it's
deserved a.
Ooh,
shade.
shade.
Who else?
Lana Del Rey.
Really?
She
Yeah, I do love
performs a
Lana
lot
Del
of
Rey.
Lana.
So I'm actually like, I think that like, as far as like my gay side goes, like I give it all to Gaga. But as
Yeah.
far as like my like internal like misty cloudiness goes, it's Lana. And like I just love like her poetry and like all the like topics she talks about. Lana's a terrible performer.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like her energy goes, like
Sorry
She
for
has no
listening,
energy.
girl.
yeah, I saw her
I
at
wish she
Sleep
was
Train.
listening.
I saw her at
If
Sleep
you want,
Train.
come on and defend yourself.
Come on, Lana, you can defend yourself
Wait,
to
you
me.
Yeah, I'll
you
literally
saw
fight
her
her for
at
you.
Sleep Train?
I saw her at Sleep Train,
and was she sleeping?
And that's
She
what
was
she did. She
sleeping.
fell
She
asleep.
sleep.
She had Courtney Love. She had Courtney
I
Love
love
open.
Courtney Love.
Courtney, and I didn't really
when
know much about
When
Courtney.
Hole came out, oh,
Courtney
Doll
is
Parts,
amazing.
Fuck
Like,
that album.
but that's a
Celebrity
terrible
Skin?
person. You don't
Yeah.
have Courtney Love open for you when you're
No.
going to come out and like. This is what Lana's performance was. I'm going to give it to you in like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Hi, San Diego. Wait. Sound check. Thank you, San Diego. That was it. It was bad. And I love Lana.
What
Like
the
I listen to
hell?
everything. I know all of Lana's stuff. I love her content,
Yeah.
but yeah, like she's not a great performer. So I feel like her and Gaga, and they actually like they grew up together in like
Really?
the scene. Like they were like budding together.
In New York, right?
They were, yeah. So, but yeah, like, you know, like I love them both, but they
Yeah.
both represent different things for my drag.
Interesting.
I perform Lana actually the most though in
A
drag.
lot, yeah.
I do a lot of Lana.
I do love
yeah.
your Lana numbers.
Okay.
I do a lot of Lana.
Ready for the next question?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are.
What's the grossest thing you've ever seen someone do in public?
In public.
Because you guys are out and about all the time. I'm sure you see
God.
stuff happening.
And in
out-
Hillcrest.
Yeah.
Is it even gross anymore? That's the question.
No,
I've seen it
probably not.
No, I actually think the grossest thing, it was actually out in Pomona. There's a club called 340 that I used to go to a lot. Have you ever been
Yeah.
to 340?
No.
See,
In Pomona?
it's
No.
a gay club, and
Okay.
I went with my mom 'cause she likes to go to the club
Yeah.
still, and so I went with my mom, and I like lost her, so I was like going around the parking lot looking for her, and I saw somebody getting fisted.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Was
Oh,
it a
that's
party?
bad.
Was
In a
it
parking
Daddy-
lot.
Was it Daddy Bear Eric? One of the hosts on the show.
yeah, I think it was.
I probably was. That bitch.
And I
What
like,
about you,
oh,
Quinn?
yeah, it was. Yeah, I was like, ugh.
What did you do? Did you go get your hand out of there?
I was like, hey, gay, what are you
Hey,
doing?
hey, gay.
Gay.
Hi, gay. Get out of there.
Hey, get out of me.
Me, Grotesca, and like all of our house have this
Yeah.
thing where like they love when I say like, hey, get out of me. I'm only 16. That's so
That is so wrong.
so bad.
That is so wrong. Wow.
It honestly gets worse, but I'm not gonna say it on this podcast.
Why
It's
not?
bad.
We've said words.
No,
It's bad.
it gets so bad. Like
Oh,
it's like
no.
a joke between all of us. We're
Yeah.
just like, hey, get out of me, and like then it turned into, hey, dad, get out of me, and it's like
That hit
It's
too
so
close
bad.
to home for me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Andrew Walker. Like Andrew Walker's like in on the joke now, and it's like
Yeah.
I'll go into number one. I'm like, hey, get out of me. I'm 16 and I'm vaccinated. He's like, you're gonna get my bar shut down.
Down, you're gonna single-handedly. Jasmine's going around and
no.
shutting down all the bars.
It's like telling Grotesca, like she literally looks 16, so they're gonna shut us down.
Oh, God. What about
Hey.
you, Quinn? Worst thing you've seen somebody do in public?
So, I mean, I'm from Alpine, and like working in
Enough
Moe's.
said.
Working
Enough
in
said.
Moe's was like a weird thing because like I wasn't used to like the homeless population.
It's a
So
lot in San Diego.
There's someone in Hillcrest. I don't know who it is. Like I know the homeless people pretty well, or like the people that are just like on the street. I don't know
Yeah.
if homeless is necessarily the right term for all of them, but there's this one guy who screams. This is a side note. He screams, and it's so scary. I love zombies, but I think I'm gonna get eaten by a zombie.
Is he like wear women's clothes?
I don't
Ratty
know.
wig.
I just hear him scream from like a block away, and I'm like,
There's
it's
one
blood curdling.
There is one that comes in the alley. We've said we call it Crazy One, and there's Crazy Two. Crazy One comes at 7 a.m. every morning through the alley behind my place, and he is always yelling obscenities, saying really crappy. And my neighbor across has very young kids, and he comes out and he's like, "Get the hell out of here, 'cause
Yeah.
it's kids." And I'm like, "No, you don't want any kids hearing what this guy
No.
says." But yeah,
It's
I
scary.
know, I totally get it.
As far as gross goes, like there was this one guy who was walking around with his ass hanging out. He was shirtless, and then he picked up a
I'm
napkin
sorry,
off
I'm
the side of the
sorry.
road, and he wiped his ass and then threw it. And I was like,
Bash, you know better than to do that.
I had phantom like smell, like I could
it Miriam?
smell it. It was Miriam. It
Miriam's
was,
our sister.
it
too.
was
She's also
Miriam
part of
on
House of
Sunday
Glam,
morning
yeah.
after a drag show at night.
All right. All right. Next question. What is the. Wait. Oh, this is good. What is the weirdest thing you have ever seen in someone else's home? Like you've gotten to their house first time. Weirdest thing you've ever seen in their home where you're
The
just
weirdest thing in their home.
like, why? Do you know what I mean? Weirdest thing. I've seen some weird shit at people's house.
Well, we're gay.
Yeah. I think I told this story once. I'm going to tell it again, though.
Okay.
There
Tell
was this
us.
guy that when I was single years ago, years and years ago in 1904, there was this guy. Went to his house and I go into his bedroom. The walls were covered with Wicked posters.
Wicked?
Everything Wicked.
Like the
Defying
wicked-
Gravity?
yes.
Oh.
And I was like,
That is kind of strange.
Like it was just all the same poster.
yeah, pretty much. Just like it was like wallpaper, and he had so much memorabilia, and I was just like, even his bedspread was Wicked. It was weird. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, I can't. I mean, I love me some musical theater, but that was a bit much.
Yeah,
I was like, no, thank you, ma'am. I gotta go.
Oh, shoot.
I'm trying to think of something weird that I've seen in people's houses.
If somebody came over your house, what would they think is weird?
I got a good one for that.
Literally, my
a lot of
house
good
is like
ones.
the halfway house between like there are so many homosexuals and drag queens that go through my house on the daily.
Yeah.
Like I half the time I never even know who I'm gonna like open my room door and like see who's on my couch. Like it's literally like is the Earth Intruder?
Yeah.
Is also part of our the House of Glam. Izzy's like, I want to go over to Jazmyn's house and be gay. There's like so many gay people.
There's so
in my-
many gay
And
people.
I have like a drag lost and found on my couch because like
Oh
there's
my
like
God.
nails, Grotesca's titties. Like there's like so much stuff from every drag queen in my house. Like,
Oh, how funny.
So I think that I would be the person who
That
you would see
has
weird,
weird
stuff.
shit in.
Absolutely titties, on my couch.
You're like,
Yeah.
anybody needed a pair of titties
Mm-hmm.
here? What about you, Quinn?
Well,
What's the weirdest thing in your house?
Oh my god. So there's a lot of weird things, and it's not just me, but like my family, like we always have had a lot of animals.
Okay.
So in the hotter seasons, like 1 year, my dad, we had a cat that passed away, and we had like this old refrigerator, and he kept the cat in the fridge for a week
What?
because it was too hot to bury it.
It's never too hot to bury it.
I mean, it was in a towel.
wait,
It wasn't just like in the ice rack. It was like in a
was the
towel in a
cat's name?
box.
Is it
you
still
remember?
there?
Growler.
Growler?
there?
Yeah.
Like the
no, he's
app?
buried. Like the app, yeah.
Wait,
No.
Quinn, I don't know if you're gonna get upset, but Quinn cremated her own bird.
I had to cremate one bird. Yeah.
Shut
She
up.
put-
Yeah. So I was
No,
really,
wait. Back
okay,
up,
let me talk
back
about the
up.
process. Like, let's
Wait,
talk about the
what is
process.
your bird's name? And how long ago was
It was
this?
Iris, and she died in
Iris?
March. Yeah, she broke her femur.
What kind of bird?
She was a green cheek conure,
I have
and
no idea what that is.
she's like the little. She's like kind of like a starter parrot,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Okay.
And like I had her for 7
So
years.
They have starter parrots, and then
Yeah,
you get a real.
well, easier to take care of.
they're
Okay,
easier to
yeah.
take care of. They're
I have
so,
birds as well. That's something we
birds
connect
are
on too.
weird.
I love
Birds are
birds.
creepy.
I have
I love
3,
birds.
and how many do you have?
I have 3 as well.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
why birds are weird?
I want more.
Well, I can't get any more because my landlord actually doesn't know that I have 3 birds.
He doesn't now.
I know.
Okay.
Allegedly. Well,
Allegedly.
I actually have 2 dogs that look exactly alike, and I
Yes, your
dress them
dogs
alike.
are cute.
Well, I only have 1. I'm winking right now. I dress them. I take them. You never see them
Yeah, they're
together in
cute.
public
No.
because my landlord only thinks I have 1.
They're cute.
Yeah, so I make
You
it.
can see them on her Insta.
One of them's a drag queen.
Yeah,
and one one of
Sumi.
them's a drag queen, Sumi. I have sumo and judo.
Okay, back to the blending of the.
Tell them
I know, we
okay,
got
so,
off topic.
okay. So here's the story. So my bird, Irisina, I had her for 7 years, and like bird people, like when you're a bird person, like you bond with them like so heavily. And she was my first one. I got her with my ex of 3 years. And we had her together, and then we broke up. And then like we always were like, we're gonna like have her custody, and like you get her, I get her. But ended up I just got her. And one day she would always fly around because I never clipped her wings, because one time she got attacked by a cat, and I didn't want to clip her wings, so she could fly away if she had to.
Okay.
And she would get scared sometimes because they would see birds outside the window, and then she would fly into the window. So one day she broke her femur,
Oh no.
and I took her in to get a surgery, and it was expensive. And unfortunately, she did not do well on anesthesia, and she died.
Oh
And
shit.
I was really upset with the doctor because they, you know, like you can't, it was during COVID, it was in March, so I could not go into the hospital. Like the last time I saw her was I gave the cage to them,
Yeah.
and that was it. And it was very difficult, like when they told me like your bird died, and I was very devastated. I was distraught for a long time. And they were like, do you want us to cremate her for you? It's going to be $200. And I'm like, $200?
She's like, I could do this myself.
I got a cat in the refrigerator. I'll do it myself.
Oh yeah, the cat in the fridge.
Growler.
Sorry. Growler in the refrigerator.
I made it my mom and dad, it's cold in Alpine, so
Always
I
gets
had
a
a
frozen
fire.
pizza. Hey, Growler. How's
Yeah.
it going?
Like, hey, Growler, you want to come to the service? Hey, girl, it's good.
You just bring her out all stiff.
I know. Growler's
So-
here, made an
We're
appearance.
gonna thaw her out a little.
I know, thaw.
I built her
Just
like a
thaw
little
paw.
pyre in the stove, in like our
Yeah.
wood stove, and I cremated her. And then, you know, like things don't break down fully, so I have like I make paper.
Yeah.
It's one of the hobbies I like to do.
You make actual paper?
I make paper, yeah. I take paper, I recycle it.
Wow, you are so East County.
Quinn does
I'll bring
Quinn
you some
does
paper.
everything. She sings, she dances, she does drag, she makes paper, she cremates birds. She literally does everything.
Wait a minute. Do not tell me you made paper out of your bird.
No,
No,
oh,
well,
shut
I haven't
up.
made any new batches yet, but there'll be traces of
should
her in the
put
next
some in there.
batch.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
So I have this old blender, and I use that for my paper, but because like she was like, because the texture of the ash was not fine enough to put into the urn, I did have to like
Looks like
take.
you're laughing,
I had to take like the coal from
Yeah.
her body, and like I had to blend it down.
She blended her bird.
Yeah, so I was just like
Wow.
6 a.m. in the morning. I had my
Making a
coffee. I was like, love you, Irisina. And it sounds terrible, but you know,
It
like
sounds horrible. What
it
do you
does
mean?
sound terrible.
But you
It's
know
just a
what?
little bit-
She saved $200.
I
There
saved
you
$200,
go.
and I was like,
saved $200.
I was not going to give my money to that vet because they killed my baby. I was
Wait,
contemplating.
I just love the idea that you can possibly make paper out of your dead bird.
You should.
I can.
should.
Yeah, I'm gonna
What
make
would
like
you
that'd
write
be
on that
cute.
paper, though? What would you use that paper
You
for?
should paint a
fuck
photo
the
of her.
system.
Fuck the-
Fuck that vet.
fuck that man.
Fuck
There
you, Dr.
go.
Cecil.
Oh my god. Okay, last question. I can't get over that. That is too funny. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh gosh.
Weirdest place you've had sex?
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, I know you guys have a stories. Weirdest,
The weirdest
place you've
place.
had sex?
Oh, with us?
No, just you.
Oh,
you.
okay.
In
Because I
general.
feel like we've been like very tame. Like my weirdest sex stories is not with Jazmyn.
Yeah.
What is your weirdest sex?
No, I
stories?
mean, we're still very new.
Yeah.
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 You haven't like explored yet.
But I think maybe in one of my ex-boyfriend's mom's gardens, next to the zucchinis.
Wait, did they use a zucchini? No, I'm kidding. I'm just-
No, it wasn't the season. It was.
It was- they were out of
They were out of
season.
season, girl. They were out of season.
You were like just in the garden.
I was in the garden.
It was like secret
Yeah.
garden. Look at her.
It wasn't a secret.
Oh my god, I need a drink for that. What about you, Quinn?
I have a few. I'm just gonna do quick bullet points.
Okay.
So
Bullet points. So he's
So,
gonna break out his
we're gonna break it down.
PowerPoint.
One
and
time with my ex of 3 years, like we were in Balboa Park. Love Balboa.
Yeah.
But like we
The
were
Fruit
down.
the Fruit Loop.
No, not quite. We were at the Prado.
Oh,
like
she
at-
kept
at-
it classy.
Yeah, we kept it classy. It was
That's
at nighttime.
cute.
Yeah, like and like I think I was like laying on my back and he had like his little finger in my butt. And like it was, you know, it was whatever. He was getting
Yeah.
his kicks. I was just like, hurry up, I want to get a Starbucks. and then like some guy like up on the hill, like
Yeah.
60 feet away, was like, hey, what's good? Like watching us. I was like,
Should have charged him.
yeah, we should have. I should be like, hey, my
Yeah.
Venmo is.
Yeah.
Balboa Park is on my
Balboa
list,
Park
too.
is one. And then the bathhouse is not really necessarily a weird place, but I do
No.
have a funny story where like I was in there and I dumped poppers down someone's nose on accident.
Wait,
Oh my
like
God.
how?
You
Do
killed
dump-
him.
You
I
ki-
killed him.
You
Yeah,
killed him.
I thought like
Just
I was like,
you murderer.
Well, he
I
started-
love how you go and took your hand away. And you
I know.
started
I know.
getting-
I was like all
he
loving
started-
to
Debbie,
her.
and you're like, you killed him.
he started getting soft, and so like I pulled out the poppers. I was like, here you go, and like I accidentally dumped it down his nose. He's like, oh my god, and then I was like, oh no,
Quinn.
my bad, sorry, that probably hurts. That's really terrible for you. So I got up and I went to like get a towel for him.
Yeah.
And then when I came back to the room,
He
he
was
locked.
dead.
He locked.
Oh.
No, he locked me. Worse, he locked me out of the room.
Oh no!
Yeah,
you
so
got
I left.
rejected.
I left a
Oh my
note
God.
on the door. I said, "Sorry, I burned your nasal cavity."
You left
Have
a
a great
note, like if
night.
you got in a car accident.
She
Yeah.
left her insurance number. Like,
Yeah. So that's one, and then the third one.
Fuck.
So out in Alpine, like there's this place that's like this trail that I like to take people. Like I'll go like mess around with them,
Yeah.
and it's
Oh, pause.
so.
Hold on.
Do we have a technical difficulty?
Yeah.
oh no.
Something got unplugged. I heard it. Let me redo this. Hold on.
That's nice that it tells you.
Yeah.
I heard it went
Oh
beep.
my god, that's too funny. Let's do that again.
Have we said anything that's going to incriminate us? Are we going to jail?
No,
Probably.
I do have stories, but the statute
use.
of limitations it does not apply yet. So I do have a lot of illegal things.
There we go.
You're like illegal.
Illegal? How?
Oh my gosh,
We're terrible.
we're terrible. I actually graduated from police academy.
Wait, what?
Yeah. yeah.
Hold on, let's make sure all this works still. Okay, that's there. Is this recording
We'll
still?
talk about that on another episode.
Yeah, you guys.
We'll come back after our
Hold
first
on.
show.
Okay, that's where we'll pick it up. So,
There's this place that is.
There's a place in
hold
Alpine.
on. Ready? Hold on. Let's do. Ready?
Ready. So there's this trail in Alpine where I like to take people, and it's super beautiful. It's very private. And one time I took this guy out there, and it was like super random. He just got off his shift as like a HVAC technician, and he had his van. So we drove out there, and I'm like, okay, like I'm not getting murdered. If anyone gets murdered, it's not me. But we went on this trail.
I mean, you did murder somebody at the bathhouse with poppers.
You did?
So
I
I
did.
mean,
I did. I had confidence in the situation.
So actually
I had
about
confidence.
poppers really quickly.
Yeah.
So remember I was telling you guys my mom was like from West Hollywood, like back in the day. She said that I asked her, I was like, Mom, have you ever done poppers? And she was like, what's that? I was like, like they like inhale them through your nose. She's like, oh, they used to call it locker room back in her day. They called it amyl or locker room. They didn't call it poppers before.
What?
Just a little side note. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, amyl or locker
I love
room.
poppers.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
I love poppers.
I was like, so did you do them, Mom, or what?
Did she?
I
What
think
did she say?
I think she did.
She
No,
had to have.
she had to
She
have.
had
She
to
had
have.
to. I mean, yeah, she has.
She has.
Are they bad for you?
Yeah.
They're horrible. For you,
really?
yeah.
They can be,
We should
yeah.
get some after the podcast.
If you
I'm
have
down.
high blood pressure, you don't do
I
it.
Yeah.
do. Oh, I do.
Don't. It
Do
could
you
give you
really?
car. We had Dr. Carlton, the butt doctor, on.
Oh, I saw his.
Yeah,
his thing.
and he told us about poppers. Like, you need to be careful about this.
Am I gonna have an aneurysm?
You're young.
So
You'll
maybe in
be
like 10 years.
fine. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have high blood pressure.
You do?
I
Why?
do. It's so unfortunate. I don't know. I got to start getting on
Wait, let's
medication.
finish the story. We keep getting off.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
This is-
God damn it.
Sorry.
Okay, you take him to this beautiful place
So I take
Yes,
him to this
you take
beautiful
it. Thank
place.
you, Jazmyn.
and
that you
we-
never took me.
It's so lovely. We'll go. But like we're gonna be
Wait,
careful.
you want to go? We're
'cause-
going to find out what he does there.
Yeah,
let me
let's
tell you
go.
the story because it doesn't have a happy ending.
Oh, no.
So, it's cute. We do our thing. He's from Alpine. I'm from Alpine. We're just talking about our situation. And it wasn't until the next day that I realized, actually, no, it was that day. I looked down. I'm like, oh, no, we're standing in poison oak and there's so much poison
my
oak
God, no,
everywhere.
I don't wanna go.
What?
And I have a very bad susceptibility to poison oak. So like if I'm just around it, I'm gonna get it. And like I was standing in it, like my pants down, like my whole legs just I was oh honey. Oh honey. Yes, Tracy Martell.
Tracy Martell.
Yeah, I got so much poison oak everywhere
you?
on my legs,
Wait,
on
did
my
you finish
balls,
it?
on my ass.
Did you guys finish?
Oh yeah, of course.
That's
Yeah,
all that
the
matters.
poison oak probably didn't last either because we showered it with our evil gay baby batter.
Oh, your baby batter
Yeah.
maybe probably made it worse.
We did.
Is it like
Yeah.
is it like a jellyfish just somebody pee on you? Like
no.
you know when you get stung by a jellyfish, somebody
Yeah,
just pees
this on you.
Same
I
thing?
wonder.
No,
with the poison
no.
oak, yeah, they just come on
Yeah.
you.
Is it the same thing? Just rub it on
I think
your
so.
leg?
Yeah,
I think it's called. I always forget what it's called. Like I get mixed up. I think it's called urushiol oil, and it's.
Oh, look at her bringing out the big words.
Here we go.
Well,
Mrs.
Hi.
Quinn Nye, this
Nice
nice
guy.
guy.
Hi,
Quinn,
my name's Quinn, and I want to talk to you about
About
urushiol oil. Yeah, so like it's heat activated. So if you
Yeah.
get it on your skin, like you have to take dish soap and cold water to rinse it off.
Shut up.
Otherwise, the hot water it like will spread it to your other parts of your body. And I did. I had it all over my legs, had it on my balls, had it on my ass, and I was
Wait,
so
you
itchy.
had it in your ass?
Not in it, but on it.
Oh, I was gonna say.
yeah, not
wow.
in it. I kept
He's
it away.
Went up there and just
Yeah.
mixed it around.
I did not put his oak branch in my poison
Yeah.
oak. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
That would be oh god, so itchy. No, but yeah, like it ended up in getting a bad rash.
Wow.
Yeah.
We found out a lot about you guys.
I
I
know.
know.
Like, you guys got any more questions?
I know. And we've only scratched the surface.
Apparently.
I literally just told you that I graduated from police academy.
I
but
know.
That's a whole other story. Like,
You- Wait, you went to full on police academy?
I did,
Here in San
yeah.
Diego or in LA?
no, up in the high desert. Yeah, San
Shit.
Bernardino. Hmm.
What? You could have been a policewoman.
I could have been a policewoman. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have like there's like footage of me like shooting things. Like,
Shut
it's-
up!
Yeah, it's very intense.
Wow. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, that is for another show.
Yeah. It is for another show.
But before we go, I want to end everything on a happy note. So, for everybody at home, you all know the Olympics just happened in Japan. And these Olympics were very, very queer heavy. There was so much queerness happening at the Olympics. So I wanted to go through some of them. So Robert Dover was the first openly gay athlete to compete in the Olympics this year.
Wow.
In
I
this
know.
year?
This year.
That's
Aw.
beautiful.
2021.
I love
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Another one, Matthew Mitchum became the first out Olympic to win gold medal with his boyfriend cheering him on. If you guys have not seen the video of him diving and his boyfriend just so happy in the
I
audience.
love it.
I love that. There was this one's really good. Lesbian hockey players first married couple to play together. At the Olympics.
Oh.
Yeah, Helen
we
and
love
Kate
lesbians.
Richardson
Beautiful.
Walsh made history by being the first like lesbian
Oh,
couple
I
to
love
play.
that.
Yeah,
I love
it.
that.
I love that the Olympics were very, very gay, and of course, everybody saw the video of Tom Daley, the diver, and because he won gold, like three gold medals for diving, and there's a video of his husband and their kid, like in the stands, like cheering him on. It's so cute. If you
Aw,
guys
that's
did not
beautiful.
have watched it,
Oh.
yeah. But the Olympics were very, very gay this season. I was all for it. It was very cute. It's the first time I think, ever in Olympic history, this much gayness.
Yeah, that's why
love
they
it.
aren't like the little like hoops of rainbow.
Yeah.
Now they really are.
Now they really are.
Now
There
they
you
really
go.
are. The gay agenda. We're just pushing it on
I
them.
know. Just do it. God damn it. Oh, man. But that is the episode, you guys. We made it.
We
went
did
by
it.
fast.
So
It did go by
fun.
fast.
So much fun.
So how do people find you, Jazmyn?
You can find me at Jazmyn.glam on Instagram or Jazmyn Glam on Facebook.
Yep. There you go. And how do people find you, Quinn?
Please look me up on Instagram at Royal Harlequin or at Samuel Christopher Bledsoe on Facebook.
I love that name. That is a villain name if I've
It
ever heard
really
one.
is.
That is so good.
I can be a villain.
There
I
you
want
go.
you to kill
Sometimes.
me.
Yeah, I will. Whatever you want, Jasmine.
Oh my God,
I
it
love
has
you.
been an absolute pleasure having you guys. You guys got to come back on the show.
I would
Yes,
love
I'm
to.
Oh
do
down.
my
that.
God, it's been a lot of fun. See, I don't need the other two co-hosts. I can deal with these two.
the real
God
star of
damn
the
it.
show. I'm available. Would you need me?
There you go. You can follow the podcast at whoinvitedher_podcast on Instagram. We are Who Invited Her SD on Facebook and Twitter. You can email us at thegang@whoinvitedher.net. We love hearing from all of you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button down below and give us a 5-star rating on all of the podcast platforms. It helps us out a lot. You can watch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on Out at TV with a lot of other great programming, because I know one of the other shows that I watch, The Shit Show with Grotesca,
With our
is
sister
coming
Grotesca.
back on Out at TV. They have a lot of good programming. You can watch my other show on Out at TV. We are going to be back this week with new episodes of Film Springa. That comes out every Friday night at 8 p.m. If you're a movie buff, tune into that show. We will be back next week. The crew will be back together. We have another San Diego favorite coming on the show next week that I'm super excited for, Vivi Prow. Vivi
Vivi,
Prow,
we love Miss Vivi Prowl.
She's I can't wait to sit down with her and get to know her story.
She got a lot of stories.
Yeah,
Miss
it's going to
Vivi
be
Prowl.
fun. But that is it for us. We will see everybody next week. Thank you guys for
Bye,
joining us.
gays.
Bye, gays. Bye, gays.